Hello friends, today we will understand about one of the important pillars of Industry 4, that is IOTs. As you have seen, Industry 4 has revolutionized how the industries work. Today in this presentation and the video, we will try to understand what is the role of IOTs and IIOTs. So what is IoT? IoT makes everyday life, everyday objects smart by enabling them to transmit data and automate tasks without requiring any manual intervention. Essentially, any object that can be connected to the internet and controlled that way is a candidate for an IoT device. An industrial Internet of Things, that is IIoT, refers to the extension and use of Internet of Things in industrial sectors and applications. The IoT encompasses industrial applications, including robotics, medical devices, and software-defined production processes. In this video, we will try to understand about what are IoTs, what are IIoTs, how are they used in the industries, and what are the advantages of using IIoTs in the today's industry. And we will be watching it through few videos also. And if you see in this Venn diagram, the common things between IoT and IoTs are that we require to do data management. There has to be a connectivity, data security is required, and also we need a place to store the data part of it. And as you can see, IoTs are primarily used for household and for commercial sector, while IIoTs are used for the industrial sector. So in this video, we will try to understand through an animated video what is IoT.
Now, you may have heard the term Internet of Things. Sounds interesting, but what does the Internet of Things actually mean? IoT is an evolution of mobile, home, and embedded applications that are being connected to the Internet, integrating greater compute capabilities and using data analytics to extract meaningful information. Billions of devices will be connected to the Internet, and soon, hundreds of billions of devices. As related devices connect with each other, they can become an intelligent system of systems. And when these intelligent devices and systems of systems share data over the cloud and analyze it, they can transform our businesses, our lives, and our world in countless ways. Whether it's improving medical outcomes, creating better products faster with lower development costs, making shopping more enjoyable, or optimizing energy generation and consumption. Here's an example of the big picture. Imagine an intelligent device such as a smart traffic camera. The camera can monitor the road for congestion, accidents, and weather conditions, and communicate that status to a gateway that combines it with data from other cameras, creating an intelligent citywide traffic system. Now, imagine that intelligent traffic system connected to other citywide transportation systems, which get data from their own intelligent devices, creating an ever larger intelligent system of systems. The really big possibilities come from analyzing the end-to-end data across that system of systems. For example, let's say the city's intelligent traffic system detects massive congestion due to an accident. That insight can be sent to the citywide transportation system, which can analyze the accident's impact on other city systems. Recognizing the accident is near the airport and 2 city schools, it could notify those systems so they can adjust flight and school schedules. It can also analyze and derive optimal routes around the accident and send those instructions to the city's digital signage system to guide drivers around the accident. And that's just one example of the potential benefits that can happen when intelligent devices share insight with other systems, forming ever-expanding systems of systems. But how do we get there? Regardless of the solution, Intel processors are designed to help you get to market faster and easier.
So here we saw the applications of IoTs, and so let us understand the definition of IoTs. The Internet of Things describes the network of physical objects, that is, things that are embedded with sensors, software, and other technologies for the purpose of connecting and exchanging data with other devices and systems over the internet. The Internet of Things, or IoT, refers to the billions of physical devices around the world that are now connected to the internet all collecting and sharing data. And we have seen how IoTs can be used extensively in many of the commercial products. Let us, through another video, we will try to understand about IoTs and get our definition and our understanding of the IoTs correct. So here we saw how Internet of Things can be used for various applications here. Let us look at now, we have seen already a few examples of IoT devices. We can, through this image, we can see how IoTs can be used in air conditioner, the sprinkler, and CCTV cameras, the fire alarm have got sensors, and they sense any different values for whatever they have designed for. They set the alarms and the whole system starts operating it, and is very much used in the security system here. We'll also play another animated video on IoTs to get a more understanding about IoTs here.
We are about to wake up to a new world, the world of the Internet of Things. Don't worry, it just means that objects will be able to speak to each other. They'll do our work for us and look after us. Now, isn't that a nice thought? They'll be able to react to our movements. They'll understand when we want some peace and quiet, or when we want to get information and news, or just have a nice breakfast. In fact, the Internet of Things already exists. Many everyday objects are already part of it, some a bit too much. Intelligent objects will improve our interaction with the environment and our work. And as they're intelligent, why not have them do some work on our behalf? So we can concentrate on what we enjoy. Meanwhile, the objects will collect data and take care of us. And that's not all. The Internet of Things will help us save money. Do the shopping. Avoid lines. All lines. Step by step, the Internet of Things is on its way. We're working on it at this very moment.
So we saw here how IoTs have been used in various places and what kind of benefits they draw to us. So these are, in this slide, we see different types of sensors being used for various purposes. So they can have an alcohol sensor, ultrasonic sensor, IR optical sensor, gas sensor, gyroscope sensor. There could be rain sensor. So many different types of sensors. Sensors are very important part of any IoT devices because that is what they detect the signal and they pass on to the system, the electronic devices, which further actuate some systems, more systems where which take corrective action here. Another extension to this term of IoT is called the industrial IIoT, which is also called Industrial Internet of Things, which refers to the interconnected sensors, instruments and other devices networked together with computers, industrial application, including manufacturing and energy management. This connectivity allows for data collection, exchange, and analysis, potentially facilitating improvements in productivity and efficiency as well as other economic benefits. The IoT is an evolution of distributed control system that allows for a higher degree of automation by using cloud computing to refine and optimize process control. So primarily IoTs have been used in the industry. They communicate with the cloud computing systems. So they are a very important part of they are one of the important pillars of the Industrial 4 revolution, which is we are seeing through. So if you really compare between the Industrial Internet of Things and the IoT, which can sometimes be called Consumer Internet of Things, both require network connectivity and they have to be powered by the software. And you can see the Industrial Internet of Things are primarily used in the industry, while commercial products uses like they are being used in wearable products, phones, TV, appliances, and everyday using articles here. So let's look at a video on IIoT to understand through animation how we can use the Industrial Internet of Things here.
IIoT is short for Industrial Internet of Things. In the broad strokes, it's the application of instrumentation, connected sensors, and other devices to machinery and vehicles in the transport, energy, and industrial sectors. What that means in practice varies widely. One IIoT system could be as simple as a connected rat trap that texts home to say that it's been activated, while another might be as complicated as a fully automated mass production line that tracks maintenance, productivity, and even ordering and shipping information across a huge, multi-layered network. Other examples can range from things like soil sensors in a connected agriculture setup, relaying nutrient and moisture data to a central hub for mapping and planning, to a production line full of robots sending detailed information about automobile production and warning an operator when important components are showing signs of wear and tear. Automotive fleet management, manufacturing, and the energy sector are probably the biggest users of IIoT technology at this point, but retail and healthcare are seeing rapid growth. Retailers like the ability to track customers in their stores and deliver location-relevant content, read advertisements, in a targeted way, while healthcare providers can make sure imaging and data from items like CT scanners and digital charts can move around freely. Technologically, IIoT works on similar principles to any other piece of IoT tech. Automated instrumentation and reporting being applied to stuff that didn't have those capabilities before. That said, the scale of it is much different than a simple system that lets you mess with your thermostat on your phone. Hundreds, perhaps thousands, or even tens and hundreds of thousands of individual endpoints can be present in an IIoT deployment. There are still definite issues around IIoT that need to be solved. Making the best use of all the data that an IIoT setup can generate isn't simple, and requirements for device service life and reliability are frequently stiff. And just like consumer IoT.
So here we saw how IIoTs are being used in the industry, and let's try to differentiate between IoT and IoT through a tabular comparison. We can see IoTs are primarily designed for individual customers, which can be used in homes and offices, while IIoTs are used in commercial area, that is industries. In IoT, security is not such an issue in comparison to IoT, as it does not include handling industrial processes where security can be a risk. It can put your plant to shut down, while in IoT, security is a major concern, and that is why we need a cyber physical systems here. It is used in a low risk impact television, While IIoTs can be used in very sensitive and precise sensors, it can be used in defense equipment also. The cost is of IoTs, they are cheaper to used, while IoTs are more expensive, they are more technological, and they need to be very accurate in their sensing and their the action oriented here. Let's try to see a small comparison between IoTs and IoTs through our video here.
Hi everyone, welcome to a short presentation on the Internet of Things and the Industrial Internet of Things. In less than 20 years, we've seen great technological evolution, significant among them, the Internet of Things to the Industrial Internet of Things. These innovations are envisaged as solutions to new challenges and possibilities. So what exactly is IoT and how does it differ from IIoT? Regarding the Internet of Things, this is the proliferation of smart objects including cars, home appliances, devices which connect the physical world to the digital world, whereby a human interacts with such devices to gain benefits, improve their consumer experience and convenience. An example of this would be the connected home appliances that will reduce your monthly bills by managing resource usage, automatically turning off electricity when you leave home, or by adjusting the room temperature based on the current climate. One example of this is Google Nest, which aims to create a more thoughtful home. This example of home automation is a programmable thermostat that learns what temperatures you like, turns itself down when you're away, and can be controlled from anywhere over Wi-Fi. Users can log on to their Nest accounts and change the temperature, view and adjust their schedule or settings, and see exactly how much energy they are using. It also gathers data from other products, including cars, ovens, fitness trackers, and even sensor-equipped beds to help save energy and stay safe. Another example is the baby monitoring app Mimo. Available for both iOS and Android, this enables parents to track their baby's vitals in real time, while also giving them a handy analytics-style overview of the breathing and sleep patterns over time. One more example is the pet tracker. Vodafone has developed the V-Pet Tracker Pod 3, a lightweight device that can attach to the collar of your pet. You can then monitor the activity and geographic location of your pet via your smartphone to ensure their safety and well-being. Regarding the Industrial Internet of Things, the only difference between IoT and IIoT are their general usages. While IoT is most commonly for consumer usage, IoT is used for industrial purposes such as manufacturing, supply chain monitor, and management system. IIoT uses more sensitive and precise sensors, including more location-aware technologies on the supply chain side with sophisticated advanced controls and analytics. Both concepts have the same main character of availability, intelligent and connected devices. Both IoT and IIoT are communication-based ecosystems, but IoT is intended exclusively for household usage and the commercial sector, while IIoT pertains to the industrial sector. They both have common concepts like data management, connectivity, data security, and a secure cloud. But while IoT devices often rely on the omnipresence of mobile devices to connect to smart home devices, smart cars, and devices for facilitating routine life tasks, IIoT deals with connectivity for smart factories, machines, management systems, and more to streamline business operations. This has led to innovations like the smart factory and predictive technology. Major differences between IoT and IIoT also include scale of operation and volume of data gathered. IoT generates medium or high volumes of data, while IIoT generates massive amounts of data. A single turbine compressor blade can generate more than 500 gigabytes of data per day, so this includes big data, cloud computing, machine learning as necessary computing requirements. IIoT also uses more sensitive and precise sensors, including more location-aware technologies. Some more examples: drones to monitor oil pipelines, sensors to monitor smart factories, drilling equipment, excavators, earth movers, tractors, sprayers in agriculture. Smart cities may be a mix of commercial and IIoT. Whereas IoT consumer-level devices have a low risk of impact when failure happens, they may be important and convenient, but breakdowns do not immediately create emergencies. Since IIoT connects critical machines and sensors in high-stake industries such as aerospace, defense, healthcare, and energy, these are the systems in which failure often results in life-threatening or other emergency situations. Some more examples of IIoT. Firstly, smart parking. Using an app, drivers can quickly find a parking spot instead of driving around or paying high parking rates at a garage. This saves the driver time, fuel, and money. Assisting law enforcement. This allows people to inform on parking in loading docks or restricted areas. Law enforcement can use a type of smart parking platform to find parking violations and enforce citations as well. This will deter those that are parking irresponsibly, but it will also increase parking fines, which help cities pay for necessary expenses. Also reduces congestion. From air pollution to traffic-based accidents, there are plenty of reasons why cities want to get cars parked faster. Cities will also have a better understanding of whether or not they need to open more parking options, as they will have data on driving patterns and parking spaces. They can then use this information to prepare for big events when more parking is required. Investment in this technology will mean less congestion and likely fewer accidents on the road, and better emergency response times, which make for better city living for all. Another example, smart waste and recycling. Big Belly is a smart waste management system designed to save money and reduce greenhouse gases. Across the UK, people are starting to see Big Belly bins on the high street. The high-tech Big Belly smart bins use solar power to compact litter, so can hold up to 8 times more litter than a normal bin, and cloud-enabled connectivity notifies council staff when they need emptying. This prevents unnecessary trips to check empty or partially full containers. The smart bins are designed so that people cannot simply toss things in. They have to make a choice, pull a lever or step on a foot pedal to open the bin. This helps people make a mindful decision about recycling. This will help minimize the risk of contaminants like food and dirty diapers being thrown into recycle bins. No doubt road, rail and sea logistics will change radically due to IIoT and the advent of 5G. The use of 5G and IIoT will speed up transportation of goods by rail, road and motorway immensely. There will exist large networks of vehicles, trailers and carriages, hubs and depot sorting, delivering post and goods, all with the capability to talk to each other. Tracking deliveries would be possible in real time. This would boost efficiency between warehouses and distributors, giving customers a clearer idea of delivery timings. We will increasingly see the deployment of robots and drones in this area. So as you can see, IIoT can massively improve connectivity, efficiency, scalability, time savings, and cost savings for industrial organizations. Companies are already benefiting from IIoT through cost savings due to predictive maintenance, improved safety, and other operational efficiencies. In the future, IoT will continue to enhance our lives as consumers, while IIoT will enable the efficient management of the entire supply chain. The potential of this technology is monumental. However, we can only imagine how it might continue to change and redefine the way we live and work over the course of the next 20 years. That is why it is essential for industry leaders to monitor how IIoT is reinventing the industry. This is especially important in the age of big data, and as more and more connected devices will lead to a constant accumulation of complex data, and soon companies will have no choice but to rely on artificially intelligent systems to process and analyze this information.
So we saw that a lot of data gets generated from the IoT and IIoT devices. So let's look at how analytics can power the IoT in a smart factory. As you have seen earlier, we need a cloud computing, we need a big data analytics platform, and we can also see how analytics powers the IoT in the interconnected factory. There is a smart factory here through this video.
How do analytics fit into the industrial Internet of Things? I'm Dave Froning from SAS, and I've loved manufacturing for more than 20 years. Industrial companies wrestle with really difficult problems, from complex supply chains to motion applications to labor constraints and equipment breakdowns every single day. For manufacturers, solving problems is nothing new. However, with IoT, competitive organizations are finding new cost savings and revenue opportunities. Instead of their flood of data becoming an overwhelming challenge, with analytics, it's become an asset. Analytics help operations sense what's important, understand where value can be generated, and act immediately to capture that value. Specifically, manufacturers are using analytics to predict impending equipment failures, improve quality and market responsiveness by coordinating extended and complex supply chains, and better engage with their customers to develop new revenue streams through enhanced product features and new product development. Streaming data presents one of the biggest opportunities. SAS is helping industrial companies extract value whether their information is sitting neatly in a historian or flying by in a high-speed operation. For example, by looking at information from SCADA systems, MES systems, and LIMS systems, even weather data, manufacturers can gain fresh insight into what conditions lead to production rejects. More importantly, they're now able to deploy that understanding in the form of a model that runs against the streaming data as it's being produced. This provides the earliest indications of a potentially costly reject condition and allows them to mitigate the causal factors in time and improve profitability. If you want higher yields, better quality with lower costs, and the opportunity to create new revenue sources with your IoT data, contact us.
So here we saw how SaaS was helping in the analytics platform as regards to IoT in smart factories here. Let's look at a slide on the applications of IoTs. And when we look at that, there are a few points which comes to our mind, that is digital and connected factory. When we talk about this, we say the IoT-enabled machinery can transmit operational information to the partners like original equipment manufacturers and to field engineers. This can enable operation managers and factory heads to remotely manage the factory units and take advantage of process of automation and optimization. Along with this, a digitally connected unit will establish a better line of commands and help identify key result areas for managers. As regards facility management, the use of IoT sensors and manufacturing equipment enables condition-based manufacturing alerts. There are many critical machine tools that are designed to function within the certain temperature and vibration ranges, as seen in the various steel production units. IoT sensors can actively monitor machines and send an alert when the equipment deviates from its prescribed parameters. By ensuring the prescribed working environment for machinery, manufacturers can conserve energy, reduce cost, eliminate machine downtime, and increase operational efficiency. Production, while in the production, we look at how production flow can be monitored. And in this, IoT in manufacturing can enable the monitoring of production lines, starting from the refining processes down to the packaging of final products. This complete monitoring of process in the near real time provides scope to recommend adjustment in the operations for better management of operational cost. Moreover, the close monitoring highlights lags in production, thus eliminating waste and unnecessary work in progress inventory, thereby reducing the inventory carrying cost. When we look at inventory management, IoT applications permit the monitoring of events across the supply chain. Using these systems, the inventory is tracked and traced globally on a line item level, and the users are notified of any significant deviations from the plans. This provides a cross-channel visibility into inventories, and managers are provided with realistic estimates of the available material, work in progress, and estimated the arrival time of new materials. Ultimately, this optimizes supply and reduces shared costs in value chain. And we as customers have seen a glimpse of it while we buy products from Amazon or any online shopping platforms. When we look at plant safety and security, IoTs are beneficial here also. And how we can see the IoTs play a combined big data analysis can improve the overall worker safety and security in the plant. By monitoring the key performance indicators of health and safety like number of injuries and illness rate, near misses, short and long-term absences, vehicle incidents, and property damages or loss during daily operations. Thus, effective monitoring ensures better safety. Lagging indicators, if any, can be addressed, thus ensuring proper redressal by health, safety, and environment issues. And a lot of mobile applications have been developed with respect to that. And the workers, when they move very close to the furnace areas, they can be guided as far as their security point is concerned. When we look at quality control, IoT sensors do play a very important role here. You can see IoT sensors collect aggregated product data and other third-party syndicated data from various stages of a product cycle. This data relates to composition of raw materials used, temperature and working environment, waste, and the impact of transportation, etc. on the final products. Moreover, if it is used in the final product, the IoT devices can provide data about the customer sentiments on using the product. All of these inputs can later be analyzed to identify and correct quality issues. A lot of feedback is being collected in various ways from the customers, through the mobile devices here. When we look at package optimization is also important because a lot of investment is done on the packaging. By using IoT sensors in products and packaging, manufacturers can gain insights into the user's patterns and handling of product from multiple customers. Smart tracking mechanism can also trace product duration during the transit and impact of weather, road, and other environment variables on the product. This will offer insights that can be used to re-engineer products and packaging for better performance in both customer experience and cost of packaging. And as we see, a lot of today's supply chain management e-commerce system move to they need good packaging so that the items are not spoiled. So package optimization is a very important part, and here IoTs can play a very important role here. Logistics and supply chain management optimization is also an important area for IoTs, as they provide access to real-time supply chain information by tracking materials, equipment, and products as they move through the supply chain. Effective reporting enables manufacturers to collect and feed delivery information to ERP and other systems. By connecting plants to suppliers, all the parties concerned with the supply chain can trace interdependencies, material flow, and manufacturing cycle times. This data can help manufacturers predict issues, reduce inventory, and potentially reduces capital requirements here. So as we see here, IoTs play a very, very important role in the industry for applications, and this has been the game changer. But what we have to see how IoTs can be combined with various other pillars here so that we can build a secure and a transparent system which optimizes all the process. Thank you, and we will soon meet for the other part of presentation.